The dealio, schmealio, because we are live, baby. We are live. We are back. We are back, but only 2 hours late. Only 2 hours late this time around. Not bad, not bad. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope that everybody had a great holiday weekend. I hope that you had a holly jolly Christmas. I hope that the festivities are still going on today. Hope everybody got a nice 3 or even 4 day weekend. We are back. I am joined by my loverly wife, Kimberly. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing good. How are you? How's everybody?
I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. I had a great Christmas. I had a great day yesterday with you and the girls. I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it was a perfect Christmas to us.
Yeah, that was one for the books for sure. You know, we got to get up. Kids loved what we got them. They loved it. So that was a huge bonus. Stressing on that as parents all the time. If we're getting them the right gift, if they're gonna like it. You know, it's just such a shame. It's over so fast.
I know it goes by so quickly.
Like I hate that we spend so much time like planning and saving and just going to get the deals and sneaking and hiding and for it to be over in an hour.
I know for like parents, it really is like we have this stuff hidden all around the house starting in like what, September? And
we start like late August, September.
yeah. So then like from having it all scattered around the house, making sure you remember where you put everything. So, and then forgetting what you even bought. It's a mystery.
Oh my god. Didn't you find a present that we bought last year?
Yep.
Okay. So we bought our youngest daughter an Avatar, like Avatar the Last Airbender. We bought her like an action figure, one of those like multi-joint action figures that she could do like stop motion with and stuff. So we bought it for her last year, put it in one of the secret closets that we got, and it must have just fell in a box. Because you found it in a box?
Yeah, it was in one of the Christmas decoration boxes.
So it must have just like fell off or like fell out of one of the bags or something from that year and just went in that box and we just never saw it.
Yeah, no.
And then we found it this year.
While decorating.
While decorating. So we just gave it to her. Wrapped it up, threw it under the tree. Scar date.
Whoa, one less, because we were gonna get it anyways. Like it was actually on our list to get because we didn't get one for her the previous year. We're like,
oh
remember
yeah.
we were like, dude, like why doesn't she have an egg? Like we swore we had got one for her.
Yeah, and we can remember. I honestly thought maybe Xena got a hold of it or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. I couldn't remember. And then so it was already on the Christmas list to get for this year. So when we found it, it was like,
yeah, it was like the holiness descending upon it. It was just like, here you go. But no, we had a good Christmas, man. We had a good Christmas. The breakfast was great. I'll tell you all this right now. The secret to great French toast, right? I've been making French toast for like 20 years. And I just figured this secret out like 4 years ago. And it has like changed my French toast game like dramatically. So you do the egg, you do the milk, do the vanilla, a little cinnamon in the mix whenever you in the mixture that you're doing. But the bread you use is key. You have to use brochet bread. You have to use that buttery brochet bread, dude. And then don't use oil, don't use Pam, use butter. You should be using butter anyway, but use butter. And like if you're using a pan and you can only cook one piece of French toast at a time, in between every piece, lay down some new butter whenever you put it on there, because there's something about it soaking in more with that brochet bread. And then if you're using a skillet and you can put down like 4 or 6 of them at a time, every time you take off that 4 to 6, throw some butter down, put a new batch down. And it's, dude, the French toast is like, my God.
Amazing.
dude, it takes it to the next level. And then if you have an air fryer and you have leftover pieces of French toast, get you a little pizza cutter or whatever, cut them into like 4 strips, like 4 like little French toast sticks. You can throw them in the air fryer for like 10 minutes. Throw some extra like cinnamon on them and stuff like that. Throw them in the air fryer for like 5-10 minutes. Dude, they come out as crispy French toast sticks. And you got a snack for later. It's the best shit in the world. I love it. It takes the French toast to the next level. And the kids are always like, oh my God, Dad, I love your French toast.
Oh my God, it is the best French toast. Brochet bread is like the secret to the best French toast. I swear that's what they have to make, or they use for like that, for the French toast sticks or all that kind of stuff. It has to be that bread.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like so thick.
Oh yeah. They got to use that bread. They got to, like, straight up for sure.
I don't know. It's amazing.
But anyway, we had a great Christmas. You know, we're gonna continue some festivities later on this evening. You know, meet up with some other family, everybody get together. You know, be holly, be jolly. But with the show today, we got a pretty good show. I'm loving that we're getting back in the swing of the podcast. I'm sorry that we're 2 hours late, but you know, dude, it's Monday. We got a 3-day weekend. We're chilling, dude. Come on. Like, we're here. We're not on time, but we're in line. So give us some credit. But
it was Christmas. We're parents.
It's Christmas. We're parents. We're tired. You know, we chilled this morning. We were just like vegging out, just hanging out with the kids. They were enjoying some of the stuff they got, but we're going to be fully back in the swing of things, you know, tonight, tomorrow, this week, everything like that. I hope that y'all can join us. It is usually 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and snipe that sub button, like the video, turn on the bells. It does all that stuff. So you know whenever we're going live and you can be part of these great conversations that we're going to be having. You know, all this great content. We're on other socials as well. Rumble, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. TikTok, we do a lot of like game clips and stuff like that. So if you enjoy that stuff, you can go on over there. It's pretty fun. But I'm glad to be back. Getting the swing of things. Moving on into the new year already, 2023.
That is insane to even think about.
Yeah, we got less than a week, and it's New Year's. It's the new year.
Insane.
I know, dude. I feel like like I've said a bunch, dude. I wish I could be one of these like people in like 200 years, 300 years that studies this specific time period of like humans. And it's like, wow, like, you know, like the lockdowns, like all this stuff, you know, I want to know like what that does to our psyche, like what this is doing to our psyche.
I know. I really do wonder like what the future generations will think of our generations and like what we went through. Cause like when we think of like the Spanish flu, you know, and the mask and stuff that they wore and, you know,
like, it's weird. It's like, what?
Yeah. So like we all think about like all that. So in like 100, 200 years, like when they think of this pandemic or whatever, and just how we are right now, it's like, what are they going to think of us? Like, what is it? How is life going to be? Like, how is our history being wrote? And it's actually kind of scary.
It is, because it's like how many kids are gonna go back and like look at these like history books and stuff and think like all this stuff is like epic and everything. It's like, nah, dude, we were just like sitting on the couch watching TV. Like, what are you talking about? You know?
Especially with all the stuff that the media has out there and all the lies,
all the propaganda and fear and everything.
Oh my God, they're gonna like look back and be like, oh my God, that had been the worst time to ever live in, and it was just like. Yeah, it's really bad. No, like we're not going to sugarcoat it. Like, yeah, it's bad, but like
it wasn't like World War Z or anything like that.
Yeah, how it's probably going to be made out to be.
Yeah, it's going to look like Terminator, Dark Fate, or like World War Z, zombie apocalypse. Like, nah, dude, we just went home. We just went home when we were locked down. We just like couldn't go outside. It was weird.
It's just whatever.
But like being locked down like that, like I'm saying, it had to do something to our psyche. And like even just like our like social growth and everything like that. Even the kids that are born during this time, it's gonna be interesting to see how they turn out to be as adults.
Yeah, it really is though. It really is going to be interesting to see how it is because you can already kind of see effects of how the lockdowns had on kids and their,
poor babies.
Yeah, mental health and social interactions and immune systems and just all kinds of stuff. So it is going to be interesting to see how we are in the next 10, 15, 20 years even.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to be weird to see this generation growing up. But anyway, we digress. We like, as I'm saying, snipe that sub button, like the video. We get talking about all kinds of crazy stuff on here, man. We got our opinions and all that. We try to keep them light on, especially on YouTube, which I think is fucking stupid. Like, you can't say certain words. You can't talk about certain things. It's fucking bullshit. So make sure y'all are going over to the Rumble. The Rumble. But, yeah, we got Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman up. We'll get them on the first bit of the story today. And then we got some news with Jason Momoa and James Gunn. James Gunn and Elon Musk are just providing so much pop culture content right now. It's ridiculous. They are like fueling this fire. They're just in the back of the engine room of the train. Just, we got to keep this shit going. Like they're just fucking shit. They're just like they wake up and I bet they're like, what can I do today? Like, what the fuck?
They probably are freaking weirdos.
They are, man. Like, it's just crazy. So Hugh Jackman has been doing some interviews here recently, and Deadpool 3, of course, is going to be brought up. It's huge news. He's back as Wolverine. He fucking hung the claws up only to fucking pick him up again.
For the one thing everyone's been waiting on, him and Ryan Reynolds together in a movie.
Dude, I'm so glad too that he didn't like be Wolverine again, to be in like that Dark Phoenix movie they did.
Oh yeah.
Like, just to be in an X-Men movie, because that's like the only one he's not in.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like the only one he's not in. So I'm glad he didn't like pick him back up just to do like a cameo for that dog shit movie. I'm really glad that he saved this for this time, because this is totally fan service.
Totally.
This is 1,000% fan service.
Totally.
And I love Hugh Jackman for that. I know here recently he made some stupid ass comments about awards and how like men and women shouldn't get like different awards. It should just be an award. It's like, hey, Hugh, you're an actor. Go be an actor. Okay. We don't need you on this. Like, we don't need you on all that, bro. We need you to go pop the claws and stab Ryan Reynolds in the face. So you just go do that. You go do that and we'll be kosher. But I do love Hugh for this, for waiting until something like this to be like, hey, if I'm really going to do it, if I'm really going to go back into it, it's got to be something special like this. So I'm really glad that he waited.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. Because it makes it like, it's something that the fans have been wanting for so long, and something Ryan Reynolds has been like, all the like stuff he's done to Hugh over like the years of trying to get him to be in a Deadpool movie. Yeah, it's all paid off, and it's so freaking satisfying to see.
It is. This is like a 15-year joke that finally hit the punchline and paid off. It's like, yes,
for real though. It's so awesome.
I love it. I love the fact that he's back. Now I did hear this. That he's mostly going to be wearing like a suit, like a costume. So I think he's getting like a kind of comic accurate like costume for this movie, which is great. Marvel's pretty good about taking people's costumes and making them look good in like
in real life.
Yeah,
they
like
are
putting like a modern spin on. They're really good about that.
Yeah, they are. They're really good.
Because I mean, like, honestly, if we did comic book characters like costumes like 100% accurate to the comic books, they look goofy. It looks ridiculous. It looks like how Wanda and Vision looked in that episode of WandaVision, the Halloween one, where they dress up as their Marvel characters where she was wearing the authentic Scarlet Witch leotard with like the tights, and he had like the classic Vision green leotard. Like it looks goofy.
It does.
It looks goofy. Like it looks great in comics and graphic novels, but then whenever you bring that realism to it, it just looks goofy. It hits that that thing that we were watching the other day, that uncanny valley.
Oh my God,
like uncomfortableness, like where like AI gets like too real or CGI gets too real, and it's like it's uncomfortable. It's like that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right to look at. That's not right.
I know. It's like even with like Goku's hair. Like think of Goku's hair.
Do that in real life.
That does not look okay.
Yeah, that's like a huge hang up I have with like if they ever did a Dragon Ball Z in real life, that like the hair, it's like I get it, like you could kind of have like you would just have to make Goku's hair look messy.
Yeah.
And try and like make it like okay, it's like a little bit messier and like more like pulled out on this side, and it's like a little like just bunched up on this side. You know, you'd have to do, and then Vegeta would just have to have like slick back hair. You know, just like brush back hair from flying everywhere.
Right.
You know, but yeah, like they're accurate hairstyles. That'd be goofy as shit.
It would. So
It'd
even
be goofy as shit.
Even with the costumes and the stuff like that with the comic books, like some of them I feel like wouldn't even like make sense. Like how would you even make it? Like it would define gravity because some of that stuff is just like floating around them, you know?
Right.
It's like, so how would you even do it anyways?
And then some of them are just like completely stupid looking, like Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like comic book Hawkeye. Do you really want to see him running around?
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't want to see comic book Hawkeye costume on the big screen. I don't want to see that. That is the goofiest shit I've ever seen. Like a big ass like thing on his face. Like, no, dude. No.
Oh, it's so
Get
funny
out of here
though.
with that. So I have faith in what they can do with the Wolverine costume and giving it that real look, you know. And like Josh Brolin has hinted at, you know, some of these Marvel actors aren't keen to doing the juice and hitting the iron like they need to, so they make up for it in their suits with really thick padding.
Right, and with huge age.
He's like isn't he like almost 60?
I have no idea, but I mean,
I know he's over 55. I
mean, he's been playing Wolverine for a really long time, so I would think it'd be. I'm not saying that he couldn't do it, but I don't think it would be good for him to.
No, I don't think it would be good for him to get on a stack to do Wolverine. But I even heard that the few like shirtless scenes that he does have, that they're gonna CGI him.
That's good.
They're gonna CGI his body.
Let the man be like.
Yeah, like let him just be healthy.
Yeah,
you know, he's got kids,
right?
You know, he's coming back for us.
Yeah, he's put his body through enough for Wolverine and the technology that we have. If we can do deep fake stuff, like come on, give the man his body that he had and one of the other Wolverines that he worked hard for. Like, do not make this man go through that again. Like, do the suit, do CGI, like whatever.
And I would honestly rather, because I mean we know Hugh Jackman can get ripped, and look great for Wolverine,
right?
Like we all know that.
That's why he's huge Jack Man.
Yeah, he's huge jacked man. So like, I don't need another movie to like show off that he can do this. I know he can do this. I know he can get big. I would personally rather see a nice looking classic yellow and blue suit, or even the brown and orange suit, or yellow, however you want to call it, you know.
Right.
I would much rather see that, and look a good looking one, you know, kind of towards the comic book, but more modern, like realism to it, like Marvel can do, like I have full faith that they can do. So I would rather see that than see him just running around shirtless and jacked and everything.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's not how he was in the comics.
We've had that Wolverine. We've had him already in the movies like that. We know Hugh can do it. So give us a good looking suit and all that. But, dude, Kevin Feige has to hate Mark Ruffalo and now Hugh Jackman.
Just giving away plots.
They are. because he was doing some like web interview like over a laptop or something like that, and he kind of gave away like the overall plot of the movie, how you should look at it and expect it going into.
Oh no.
Because he goes, I was on set, I was doing this, and he's like, I feel like I'm making the movie 48 hours. What am I doing? You know?
Oh no.
And I'm like, wait, what? Why are you upset with that, dude? Like, and then they made some jokes and stuff. But so people that don't know, it's 48 Hours is like a buddy cop movie. It's got Eddie Murphy in it, and I believe Nick Nolte is the other one. But the movie is hilarious, and they even made a sequel to it. Everybody should go watch it. That movie is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it, especially if you're off today and you're up north. I know you're snowed in, you're cold. Pop that movie on. It's great. It's a funny movie. So if they're doing something like that, that's going to be great. What I can gather from the plot is it's going to essentially pick up right after like Deadpool 2.
Okay.
So I don't think much further after, and it might even be like one of those things where you could watch Deadpool 2 and then watch Deadpool 3. Like you could like edit them together and it wouldn't
even seem like the movie ended.
Skip a beat, you know, it would just all flow. So I don't really know how much time is going to be in between it. But I know it's not much. It's not like 10 years, anything like that. Cause he's going to have that watch thing and bouncing around. And I guess he's going to essentially create variants. He's going to start creating variants and messing with the multiverse and everything like that. Because Hugh, on one of his interview things, has confirmed that the whole Logan storyline and that whole thing, that universe, it's not getting messed with. The way they're doing the story, it's not going to get retconned. It's not disappearing. Like that happened. That really happened to that Logan.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be a different Logan. That's why I'm really excited, hoping that they like do the suit. Maybe this is a Logan from a universe that's more like comic accurate to the X-Men and Wolverine and everything like that. And they do have the bright, flashy suits and all that stuff.
Yeah, something that is more accurate to what we are used to and stuff. And what we know Wolverine by, besides what we've gotten in the live actions. Like there is a certain thing where it's like when you would see Wolverine in a comic book with the iconic suit and the hair and the lamb chops. It's that's Wolverine.
There he is. There's old Wolvie.
Yeah.
So Ryan's going to be getting a completely different Wolverine. So it's not going to be the Logan from the Logan timeline. So it's going to be a completely different Wolverine. And if you go back and look at that like first teaser they did and that the jitterbug like played over it and they were like, tell him what happened. Like people have like decoded that shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So pretty much, and from that you learn a little bit. So pretty much like Ryan's gonna, you know, like blip into one of those realities with like Wolverine. And they like fight and they just fight until they realize they can't kill each other because they keep healing.
Yeah, it's literally it's like pointless. Yeah.
And this is gonna be like it's kind of crazy because they're almost doing like a buddy cop movie between Wolverine and Deadpool, but at the same time in the back burner they're doing like a soft version of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. And it's pretty much Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel Universe.
Oh.
So something about what I can gather is something about all this jumping around, time traveling that Deadpool's doing. This is going to write off, you know, like it's going to separate the Fox universe from this one.
How freaking insane.
Yeah. And we're supposed to have some cameos. Like I heard that Chris Evans was supposed to make a cameo as the Human Torch.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I forgot he was the Human Torch as well.
So I could see like him doing like jokes like, wait a minute, I thought you were Captain America.
Yeah.
You know, like I could see like some like funny shit going down right there.
Oh my God. What if Ryan Reynolds came in with Ryan Reynolds, the Green Lantern.
I mean, he already did. He killed him.
Oh, what?
At
Oh,
the end
that's
of
right. That's right.
At the end of Deadpool 2, he killed Ryan Reynolds.
I forgot about that.
Ryan Reynolds is technically dead. In some multiverse, he's dead. He got shot by Deadpool.
Oh, if he goes back to that timeline or something where he killed him.
Oh, that'd be funny. So that's gonna be cool. And then they get apprehended. Wolverine and Deadpool get apprehended by the time people that took Loki. So Owen Wilson and Loki will probably be in the movie. That'll probably tie them into it. That'll be dope. I love me some Owen Wilson.
Heck yes.
Wow. Wow. And that'll be cool if Loki's in it. And then supposedly they're there and Deadpool steals one of like the portal deals that open the doors that they can like run through, and him and Wolverine escape, and then they go on that huge buddy cop adventure. Because I think the bad guy for Deadpool 3 is going to be the living embodiment of the Danger Room in the X-Men. She's like a newer character, but she can do everything pretty much like the Danger Room can. She just has like a physical form. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so like if they did that one, that would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope to see with like the Disney money and Marvel money to do some shit like that. I'm hyped for this movie. I'm hyped.
I am too. I'm ready for it. When does it come out?
God, I don't even know. I don't think there's a date on it. And I couldn't.
It's one of those that they haven't like really said anything.
No, but they did release those dates for that. The new Avengers movies, the Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty and everything. So I can see it releasing sometime around there because Kang is huge. He's the whole focal point of this multiverse shit. So I would assume Deadpool 3 would come out before Kang Dynasty.
Okay.
I would assume that would happen.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what Kevin's doing. I think he's kind of taking back the reins too. Like how he kind of like handed him over for phase 4. I think for this phase 5 and 6, especially since they both have Avengers movies in them, I think he's kind of like grabbed the reins a little bit harder and everything. And he's kind of taking more control. So I don't really know. I don't really know when they're doing that or how they're going to do it, but I'm hyped and I'm interested.
I love anything with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in it, so I am super hyped. I don't even care.
Yeah, I like especially Hugh. Hugh is just such a phenomenal actor, and he has. Because I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a great actor as well, but let's be honest, he kind of plays the same character in every movie he's in. So after a while, it gets tired of watching Ryan Reynolds. His movies are really the ones that really stand out are the ones that he has great supporting actors in. Like I wish that we had an Apple TV, or I'm not paying for the subscription, but I want to see that Sing that he's in with Will Ferrell, that Christmas Carol movie.
Oh my God, yes.
I want to see that.
I want to see that one too. Darn, that's only on Apple TV. Oh.
Yeah, so I'm sure it'll hit like other streaming services after the holidays, but Apple's got to try and get that money. Yay, capitalism.
Exactly.
But Hugh has such a range and he's such a great actor.
Oh yes, he is.
Cuz like he can do something like The Greatest Showman. I mean, I know that was not an accurate biopic movie whatsoever, but it was still a movie. It was there to entertain you, and he did a great job in it.
He was fantastic in that.
He did a great job in it.
Oh my gosh, I loved him in it.
And then he can do a movie like Prisoners, and you believe him in both of the roles. That the Prisoners one with Jake Gyllenhaal's the cop, and his kids get taken.
Oh my God, that one was heartbreaking.
That was a crazy movie.
Yeah.
And it was just like, whoa. And then he can do movies like that. Remember that fucking one where the Fountain of Youth one where he's like, where he knows where like the Fountain of Youth is, and he's lived for like hundreds of years and shit, and he's like this really like romantic guy, like seance dude or whatever. Like he can do that shit and you believe it. Like he's just a great actor. So anything that he's in, I'm going to watch it because I just really enjoy watching him at his craft. He's really good. He's just one of those guys. Like it's like, hey, you want to go watch this new movie? Hugh Jackman's in it. Oh, yeah. You want to know what's about? No, I don't care. I'm going to go watch it. It's like same thing with like Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis's new movie is, oh, yeah, let's go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what it's about? No, it's going to be a great movie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And same with like Gary Olson. It's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because also you trust those actors to pick good roles and good story plots and stuff like that too. So it's like, the kind of like,
it's at least going to be a banger.
Right. Like, those actors aren't going to go for anything less than a good movie.
Right. Or at least a good story. And if it's not like a successful banger, then it's a cult classic already.
Exactly.
You know, you watch it and you're like, oh, yeah, that's a cult classic. Or it's a fucking banger.
Right.
It's just one of those actors.
Mm-hmm.
Like that movie Prisoners. That is like, I consider that more of a like cult classic than like a successful like banger movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it wasn't like no box office dominator or anything like that.
But it was very good.
Right. But it was a great movie and a lot of people enjoy it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for all that. And I just can't wait. Marvel, it seems like they're getting their shit together. So I am looking for, I'm not excited. I'm excited for Deadpool. I'm not excited for phase 5 and 6, but I am hopeful that it's going to be good. I'm very hopeful that it's going to be good. And I have faith. I have faith that Kevin will take back the reins and get his vision back on board and get this thing back on tracks and pumping out great content again.
Yeah, because Marvel was number one for a very long time for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, what they've done, especially like I've said, phase 1 through 3, what they did, how all those stories connect, and you can watch it pretty much like one continuous movie. That's going down in cinematic history forever, and that's awesome. That's awesome, and I feel very blessed that I was here and I was alive and old enough. Like I was an adult when this shit all started. Like we were like 18 whenever it all started back at Iron Man.
Oh yeah, probably.
So we were there to be able to really go and enjoy. We didn't have to be like little kids like, mommy, will you take me to the movie? If we wanted to go see the movie, we went and saw every single one of them movies that came out.
We sure did.
We went right on the premiere night. We'd order ahead of time on that ticket sales and stuff because we knew it was going to be hard to get them.
And I remember doing that for sure for Iron Man 2.
Yeah, we did that for Iron Man 2, which was kind of a dog shit movie.
Yep.
Kind of a dog shit movie.
I was kind of disappointed with that one, but
yeah, especially with all the prep we had to put in before it. It was like, damn, we did all that for this. So that was kind of a bummer. But for the most part, yeah, I got faith in them. And speaking of faith, we'll move on to the next part of the show. Having faith in James Gunn. James Gunn, man, he's just cranking out the headlines right now. He's content king.
Dude, he's on something right now. He is going.
I think he might be power tripping a little bit.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, like a little bit, dude. Because like he's getting rid of everybody except Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. The two shows that he created, the two things that he created in DC, he's keeping.
Oh, how funny.
But all of those characters have referenced or even been in scenes with all the other actors that he's fired.
So how is that going to work?
I don't know. Like I've said, the Flash movie, that's got to be the movie. That's got to be the movie that ties all this together. That like lets us know what's going on.
Yeah. It's like they need to hurry up and give us more information about this Flash movie. And maybe that is why they're keeping it so under wraps.
Because they're still no trying to figure out what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, because they don't even have their actors, obviously. No one's safe besides his two movies, like you said.
Even thought I heard something. Even what's his name? Is it Zachary? Is it Zachary Levi that does the Shazam movies? I don't know his name. But the dude that does the Shazam movies, those have done like great. And those like box office sales. Those have done great. Merchandising, fan retention. Like everybody loves Shazam. They love the Shazam movies. They love all that stuff. But he's even come on social media on like Instagram and stuff and been like, guys, I don't really know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, dude, Jason Momoa.
He wasn't safe, guys.
He wasn't even safe. Like, the dude fucking made Aquaman cool. You know, like, Aquaman is like, especially the kids coming up today that are getting into comic books, getting into the movies, getting into the characters, and they're introduced to this Jason Momoa Aquaman, like, and even like the Injustice Aquaman and everything, because he's cool in that too. They're like, damn, Aquaman's badass. No, Aquaman is a fucking joke.
Yeah, because I first saw Aquaman as Jason Momoa in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, why have they never made an Aquaman movie like this? He is cool. And then I see like the
like Justice Friends from like back in the 70s.
Yes, and I'm like, oh, this
you
makes sense. Like, what?
Yeah, he was a fucking joke.
Yeah.
So like this dude made one of the jokiest characters cool. And he's not even safe in James Gunn's thing. But I've heard, it's rumored that James Gunn wants him to come back, though. Like, he wants to keep him in the DCEU, but have him be Lobo.
That would be really cool.
I think Lobo is the character Jason Momoa was born to play.
Yeah, probably so.
Like, how Ryan Reynolds is like, he's just made to be Deadpool. Like, him and Deadpool are like essentially the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that with Jason Momoa and Lobo.
Really?
Yeah, dude, Jason Momoa, he's got the big hair, he's got the big beard, he rides the motorcycles. Lobo, big beard, big hair, rides the space motorcycles, you know. Jason's all like, yeah, rad, everything like that. Lobo's all about the main man, like stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, yes, that does make sense.
Dude, like this is like a match made in heaven. And with James Gunn writing it, because I do have a lot of like I am very upset with James Gunn with how he let go of Henry Cavill, however y'all want to say it. He let go of Henry, and then he dropped The Rock, and then Batfleck is out, you know. And now Jason, like, I really don't like a lot of the decisions that he's made, but I still do recognize that he's a great writer and he's a great director. And I do have faith that he can create a great story, and given the right people and right amount of funding and studio backing, he could probably create a great universe, because he has worked personally with Kevin Feige. And I'm sure he could ask Kevin for advice. You know, I'm sure they know each other on like a text message basis.
Probably, yeah.
You know, so he could always draw from that and everything. Like, hey, Kev, what do you think? Like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, maybe he is just trying to like start over, start fresh. I mean, that's what he said though, right?
Yeah, he said he wanted the slate wiped clean. He wanted a brand new universe, everything like that. So, I mean, I get it. You want to come in, you want to do your artistic vision on everything. And now that they are doing a new Superman and all that, I do hope that they get like an unknown to play Superman, like someone that we just don't know who they are, you know, because you don't need an actor to hype up the role of Superman. Superman is the character. You know, he will hype up anything if you do it right.
If you do it right, and you make sure you get somebody who actually represents Clark Kent.
Yeah.
You have to get someone who looks like him.
And I was even thinking that if they really are going to do Jason Momoa as Lobo, and they're wanting to crank out this new Superman and him be a couple years into it like Robert Pattinson's Batman, dude, seriously, James Gunn, just take the animated movie Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and just put it to real life. Because Lobo's in it, Superman's in it, Lex Luthor's in it, Martian Manhunter's in it. You could introduce all those characters in one swoop and do it right, because the movie's great. You know, I love that movie. And that'd be cool to see Jason as Lobo. I like Lobo a lot.
Mm-hmm. He's cool. He's funny.
He's really cool. He's funny, and I think Jason could do a really, really, really good job playing him because, excuse me, they're a lot alike. They're very similar. And it's pretty cool. I have faith in James. I have faith, but I mean, I'm still upset with everything he's done.
It'll be interesting to see where the DC and the Marvel universe is going to be going now with these. They're both now picking up the multiverse type theories. They're changing things. They're moving in different directions.
Yeah, it is weird.
Both of them at the same time are doing this too. So maybe because Marvel has been doing what they're doing, it's like freaking DC out. So now James is like, okay, we just got to scratch it and start from the beginning. Get rid of everyone. We've got to start from the beginning. Like, we messed this up. I mean, because there's been so many directors and so many different things that have gone on in DC.
Oh, I know. So many producers, so many direct, so many hands have just gone through that.
No one has kept a good timeline, or no one's kept the characters connected or anything like that throughout DC.
No, they haven't.
So far for the live action. So it's going to be interesting because maybe that is what his goal is, and he did see working with Kevin.
He wants to build a whole DC universe like Marvel's. He wants to do all that. He wants to be DC's Kevin Feige.
Which, all right, cool. Yeah, that's cool, whatever.
Because I like DC characters. I like DC a little bit. It's a little dark. The stories are a little darker. They deal with more like adult problems, and I feel like it's more geared towards like adult stuff because they come out with a lot more graphic novels too. And Marvel, it's brighter, it's more colorful, it's geared towards like kids and teenagers and stuff.
Yeah, that's. I like DC.
I like DC a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of characters in Marvel that I love, and I love watching their stories, but DC, man, there's just something about it. There's something about DC.
Can't go wrong with Batman and Superman.
Nah, you can't. You can't go wrong with them. I mean, Batman's first superhero ever. And Superman's fuck Superman. He's got to use lasers to shave his beard. He's got to shoot lasers out of his fucking eyeballs into a mirror and hit himself in the face with it to shave his beard. That's how badass he is. And he's like he's like the nicest guy. Like no big deal. So I do hope that they do a good job with all of this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Jason didn't get like tossed out, because I like Jason Momoa. I like watching him on screen. I like seeing him do stuff. Pretty cool. Aquaman was a little like overdone for me. For me, it felt like just like a lot of like back shots with guitar riffs. And him like looking over his shoulder, like, look how fucking buff I am.
Right.
Look
at my flawless hair.
I know, dude. Like, come on, like, let's tell the story. So Aquaman wasn't his best, but I do want to see what else he could do because I do enjoy watching him. He's just one of those people I want to watch. I guess he was just meant to be in front of the camera.
He's just captivating. Yeah, his eyes, his aura, the way he looks.
He's really charismatic and everything. He's just meant to be in front of the camera. So I want to see what he's doing next. He's interesting. I think he's an interesting guy. Cool. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the show today. I think that we had a good show back, babe. Don't you?
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that we did, and I hope that y'all enjoyed the show because that depends on everything. But I really do hope that y'all did enjoy the show. All joking aside, I appreciate everybody that's been coming out, watching them, liking them. Thank you so much for the growth on TikTok, for the growth on Rumble, for the growth on here too. Like, you guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough. Like, God bless you all, man. Like, it really does humble me because I'm just some jabroni with a microphone sitting in front of a camera, and I love you guys for it. You're the best. So we will be back later tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you snipe the sub button, like the video, turn on the bell, because I think it works still. I think the bell works. I think it does. Just turn it on just in case. And if not, we'll be here at 9:30 p.m., Eastern Time. So whatever time zone, you got to do the math. You got to do the math. Get a calculator. They work. But I will see y'all later tonight. Thank you for coming and watching the show. And y'all know what to do until next time. It's super simple. Just stay sexy. Stay sexy. I love you guys.